The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 8.
From the gun, it's Carr. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
8-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From just shy of midfield, Carr got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. Now, Tyrell Williams, now a member of the Raiders, but he began his career with these Chargers. He spent 4 years with the Bolts. His best season came in 2016. That was the year that Keenan Allen went down in the opener with a knee injury. And Williams that year wound up with 69 catches for over 1,000 yards. On 1st down, it's Jacobs. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Complete to Jason Witten. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
Casey Hayward brought him down. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chargers' 24-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
14-yard line.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Counter play with Jacobs. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago. 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
3-yard line.
To throw, it's Carr. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Henry runs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back out on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. A shotgun snap for Herbert. On the left side, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a gain
23 yards on the play.
1st down, Chargers.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Herbert on first down now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Number 15. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Again, Herbert.
15-yard line.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. He's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on first. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Complete.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Lining up for the extra.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
From the gun, Carr forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Now it's the backup Mariota. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Oh, the return is Reed. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they're on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
At the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. They'll roll him out right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Herbert off of play action. He's going to look downfield for Henry. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Touchdown.
Hunter Henry. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score. Chargers 28. Raiders 7.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but running a draw, running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From midfield, here's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it'll be second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
3. It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. The final shot here before half for Carr. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Charger drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing...
And the Raiders have got him. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the gun, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Ty Long now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
From the 24, Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Carr now on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kenneth Murray able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Looking for Waller. This is intercepted. He's picked up near his own 48, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
45-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Raiders 7.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And for the 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive may be them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On 2nd and 11 now. Carr, he's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. James with a pick. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score. The Chargers 49, Raiders 7. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
For Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Kaiser White
on the tackle. It was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
Brings up
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They run it with Jacobs, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down.
In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
The 47-yard line.
Carr going to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Maurice Hurst. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Eluded Eluding the pressure. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a desperation throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Chargers 49, Raiders 14.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Now here's Johnson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
To number 15.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
For the Chargers.
On is the punter long here as he sends this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And 10 at the 6-yard line.
Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. yards. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Down and 10.
Throwing again. Carr, flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Throwing his Carr on third down. Waller taking it in over the middle. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. On first down, it's Jacobs. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chargers, the win will be number 11 for them on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, the rough season continues as they plunge to 1-13. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.